back. If you find teaching your kids about money just a slight bit overwhelming, you are not alone. From pocket money to piggy banks, many parents don't even know where to start.
So how do you raise a money-smart child? Jodie Nolan is an author and a financial educator, and of course we couldn't talk money without our Kochi. Good morning to you both. Jodie, thank you for coming in. We'll start with you. What is the secret to making kids more savvy about money?
I think the secret to making kids more smart when it comes to money is basically just allowing the parents to try and talk with their children more about finance. Examine your own attitudes and your own beliefs about money and see what it is that you've learnt and see what you're passing on to your children. Specifically, if you were looking at the environment of what your parents taught you, and then from there go, okay, well, what would I have wanted them to teach me, rather than...
Because they get all their money ideas from watching you. Yeah. So that's the scary bit. So think of it as a field trip. You know, when you go to the supermarket, you know, point out to the kids, you know, all the bargains are down on the floor or up the top, not at eye level. Or when you go to the bank, take them along and say, this is the person who counts the money and gives it out.
And it takes a while to
do an excursion.
Yeah, they're very impressionable. They tend to.
We're learning something. Kochi, pocket money, always a big one. How old and how do you work out how much?
Oh, look, it depends. Sort of with really young kids, sort of the shinier it is, the more valuable they see it as. So encourage them to play shops and things like that. What we did with our kids is right from the very start when we divided jobs up. There were family jobs you did as part of the family, which you got nothing for. That was the privilege of being in the family. But then if you helped to fold the washing or take the bins up, you got paid extra for that. And we always used to say you put 40% in a savings account, you could spend 50% of it and the final 10% donate to a charity. And they choose their own charity and things like that. And when they turned teenagers, we'd pay them their pocket money monthly rather than weekly. So they'd have to budget for the month.
Okay, Jodie, one of our viewers has posted a question on Facebook. Chantel Fitzgerald says, I have an 8, a 4 and a 2-year-old. What type of money is appropriate for their age?
Okay, so sometimes we look at that environment then when, if you've got a 6-year-old, you might look at paying them $6. So $1 per age of the child, but it really depends on your household family budget and your personal situation. But that's generally a good rule of thumb.
Does a 2-year-old need money?
No, not specifically. My 3-year-old loves to count her 5-cent pieces. And like Kochi said, put it all in a piggy bank, and she gets quite excited about that.
And a clear one, see it rising.
Yes, I like that too. Kochi, we have a video question from 9-year-old Sophie Clarkin.
Hey Kochi, is it okay to spend money on video games?
Clarkin,
we go through this because it's their money, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. And they should be able to spend it on anything they like. Set them, that's part of savings. You've got to have a reward to it. A lot of parents say, oh, you've got to save and save and save, and the kids think, well, that's pretty boring. But if you say, save for a video game or save for a boogie board or something like that, it shows them that savings has an end, and when they get older, it could be a house or a car or whatever. So, yeah, why not? But guide them.
And sometimes you might match it dollar for dollar.
So that's a good idea.
So if they're saving for a big ticket item, every dollar they save, we'll put $1 in as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, for more money tips and tricks, head to the Sunrise website, and Jodie's book, Surviving the Storm, is out next week.